As lawmakers return to Washington for the second half of the year, more and more people are complaining about the lack of bills actually getting through Congress. According to data from civic technology website GovTrack, since January 3rd, lawmakers have enacted just 7 pieces of legislation out of 7,411. That means that only 0.0009 bills proposed in Congress have actually become law. But despite those eye-popping numbers, there are 2 senators who stick out amongst the rest of Congress. Democratic Senator Amy Klobuchar of Minnesota and Republican Senator Mike Braun from Indiana are the most active lawmakers in Congress, either writing, co-sponsoring, or proposing new laws, a notable achievement given the partisan gridlock that has gripped Washington in recent years. Joining us now to discuss the senators and all their work is Craig Volden, co-director for the Center for Effective Lawmaking, also a professor of public policy and politics at UVA. Craig, welcome to Morning Rush. Good to have you.
Thanks for having me along.
I hate to make politics a mathematical horse race. I think that's a little unfair, but how surprising is it that the ones we named are the 2 most active lawmakers in the Senate right now?
Well, it is interesting. We at the Center for Effective Lawmaking score every member of Congress at the end of each Congress based on how many bills they put forward, how far they move through the lawmaking process, and how substantively significant those bills are. You had mentioned Senator Braun and Senator Klobuchar. They were near the top of our list in the last Congress, and so kind of unsurprising that they're working hard again in this Congress.
And thank you for making that point about substance, because I have passed 100 bills that don't do anything or just symbolic or, gestures. But I passed 2 that actually make life better for my constituents. Then I'll take the 2 over the 100. So thanks for making the point about substance, and again, not just reducing this to math here. Anything in particular that these 2 senators are doing well that enables them to get to the top of these kind of lists?
Well, I think they're doing the things that we're finding for the most effective lawmakers overall. Really 2 broad categories that people who are near the tops of our list do. One is defining their lawmaking portfolio in an effective way. And so what that means is kind of finding, what do my constituents care about the most? What is my committee assignment? And what do I have expertise on? And then building a bill portfolio around those sorts of issues. And then the second thing that effective lawmakers do particularly well is engage with lawmaking partners. We find, for example, that those who start to build out a coalition, they get their co-sponsors from members of the other party, and they think about what's going to happen when their bill makes it from the House to the Senate, are more effective as lawmakers. So really knowing the institution to build those coalitions, and knowing kind of yourself and your district to build out that lawmaking portfolio.
And let's end on a hopeful note. Other than these 2, you mentioned that they're near the top of your list. Who are some others that also kind of get good marks? So we know there's more than 2 who are getting some things done with our tax dollars in D.C.
That's right. Everybody can go to our website, thelawmakers.org. We list them from the top to the bottom, both the House and the Senate. And so we could find John Cornyn and Lisa Murkowski up there on the Republican side in the Senate. We could find Gary Peters and Catherine Cortez Masto up there on the Democratic side in the Senate, among many, many others. And you can trace it all the way to the bottom. We try not to feature those at the bottom of our list, but some are not interested in lawmaking much at all.
Oh, name who's at the very bottom. Just name one. Now that was a good tease. Who's at the very bottom for the Senate? Go to
the website. There are some members of Congress who propose no bills at all, and so that's a different approach, I suppose, to congressional service.
No matter who they are or what party, that's sad. That's not what we send them there to do. Yeah, go check out the website. Really interesting stuff. Thank you so much. Craig Volden, co-director for the Center for Effective Lawmaking. Appreciate your time. And again, we remind folks to go check out the website to get all the details. Thank you again.
Thanks so much.